What's up, guys? Another INdaCar review. This time it's Antlers. 3 weeks later, I finally got to this bone-crunching horror thriller movie directed by Scott Cooper, produced by Guillermo del Toro, starring Keri and Jesse Plemons. It's about a young boy by the name of Lucas in a small town in Oregon, a mining town, and Keri Russell plays a teacher who has a dark past. Jesse Plemons plays a police officer who never left a small town. Keri Russell came back to live with her brother and atone for her trauma that her father, who had a mental illness, was plagued her with. This boy Lucas, at the beginning of the movie, he's with his dad, and they're at a mine. His dad goes back into the mine. He sits in the truck, and the kid is waiting on his dad to finish up his job. Apparently, his dad is involved in some meth activity, which is typical for a small town like this. It's the movie shot very well, very grays and natural tones, greens and blues and black. It's very black. It's when it's at nighttime. It's very dark. It's very foggy. Apparently, the boy dies. I mean, not the boy. The boy doesn't die. The father dies apparently, but later in the movie, it found out that he's not dead. It's just actually he was apparently attacked by this antler monster, which is by the Native American people, some indigenous spirit walker eating souls of men, taking different forms of evil and wreaking havoc on its people. Kind of like another climate change story. Men don't change their ways. We all will die type of thing. The movie's very sad. It's very scary. Lucas is apparently living at home by himself. His little brother is sick with some disease. It's like I guess he's sick like his dad, the antler disease. His dad is very sick. In the middle of the movie, it flashbacks to his dad building a door lock, multiple locks in their house. He's consumed by this disease. We don't know what it is. We know later in the movie it's the antler disease. Lucas is a quiet kid, draws a lot of creepy drawings of half-dead eating animals and pictures of stuff, and Keri Russell's very concerned, and things start to happen, and once things start to happen with Lucas's story, you start figure out that Frankie's dad is the creature that goes bump in the night. He is the antler beast. So spoilers all around here. And Keri Russell's very concerned. So Lucas, he gets he gets followed by Keri Russell because the kids are picking on him at school, as kids do in these types of movies. And Keri sees this kid, Lucas, at an ice cream parlor, takes him in, has ice cream with him, and tries to tell him a story, how they're likened to each other, that her father died, or his mother died, and she says, we have that kind of thing in common, and stuff starts to ensue. She finds out that through paperwork at school, his mom is deceased, and she tries to find where he lives, and she does. She goes to his old house, and at this old house, you hear the thumping. The sound design is very great. The thumping of Lucas's once father, not anymore, is making all these loud sounds. Lucas lives in the house by himself, no power, no nothing. Wears the same clothes almost every day. He has to, sometimes when he drowns out the noise of his father freaking out, knock on the door, he puts headphones on. He has a little a notepad he writes in. The kid that picks on him in school, some little redhead kid, Lucas takes him to the woods and tries to meet him out there, and then this little redhead kid, not knowing that his antler dad is out there, and then once he leads him to a spot, he backs away back to the train tracks where he leads him in the forest. The antler dad kills the kid, and now the kid is dead, and then before that, the principal of the school, her nosy white ass, and you know how white women are in horror movies. That was got to go in the creepy house, open the door. She goes upstairs. She sees the kid, Lucas's little brother. Not seeing his dad. His dad eats her fucking chest off. They find her later in the movie with her fucking whole rib cage ripped open, just like another case that's they found. They found the man in the woods, a Native American character who was going hunting. He finds this half-eaten man. They don't know what's going on with the autopsy. The autopsy coroner says it wasn't an animal. It was a man, has man-like teeth and stuff like that. And then as the story progresses, people come up missing. The police don't know what's going on. Jesse Plemons doesn't know what's happening. He gets found. He gets taken to a hospital. And in the hospital is Keri Russell and her brother, who's played by Jesse Plemons, decide to kind of sort of allude to taking him in. That's what they want. That's what she wants, because she was abused by their father. That's why she left to California and then came back to take care of everything. And then towards the end, the Antler showdown happens. The partner of Jesse Plemons, we don't know his partner's name. He's just a cop. I think his name's Dave. He goes to his Jesse Plemons' house where Keri Russell has Lucas, and she's really considering taking him in and kind of adopting him as somewhat. And the Antler kid's brother. He's hiding in the shed, and then the Antler man comes, and then he sneaks up behind Dave and kills Dave. Jesse Plemons comes from a hospital where he's taking care of some other stuff with Lucas's paperwork, and he doesn't get killed, but he gets fucked up really badly. And Keri Russell comes out the house. Lucas gets away. He goes back with his dad into the mines. Keri Russell does what she does, and instead of going to the hospital to take care of her brother, she goes to the fucking mines with him. and apparently she walks in the mines, and Lucas and his brother is there. They're deep in the mine, and the Antler dad, the beast, he's there, and apparently she fights him off just enough to stab him to take that glowing heart out of his chest that's making him the Antler beast. And after she kills him, Lucas's brother starts freaking out because he has the glow in his chest too. And then she walks over to him, tells Lucas to turn his back, and she hates that she has to do this, but she kills the little brother and takes the thing out of his chest too. But we don't see that. It's just implied, and the movie kind of ends on a somber note where they're gonna adopt Lucas, but almost post-credit scene, Jesse Plemons has to cough, and apparently he has the antler disease too because he was stabbed by the antler beast, and then the movie ends. And so it was a good movie. It was scary for most people that are not used to that, so I recommend it.